Today we're going southwest in cuisine that's high in protein and south in carbohydrates and calories. I'm going to make a stuffed pasilla chili. I discovered this dish in a little bistro in Santa Barbara. It was absolutely delicious, but I knew it was fattening. And I thought, how can I take this home and make it with 6 ingredients or less and keep the flavor and the richness? And that's what I'm going to show you here today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our pasilla chilies. Did you know that pasillas are sometimes called poblanos depending on the region you're from? They're a little bit hotter than a jalapeno, but a little more piquant than a sweet bell pepper, so they're perfect for Southwest cooking. Some recipes call for these chilies to be flame broiled first and peeled before using. That's too much work, and there's a lot of room for error. You could poke a hole in them. With this recipe, you can skip that step and it's just as good. So what I'm going to do is start by finding the flattest side of the chili because you're going to set it down in a baking dish. And I'm just going to cut the top third off so that it's open face, like this. See? And then I'm just going to remove carefully the seeds and the membranes so that you have a chili that opens up like that and you can stuff it more readily. And you're going to save the tops for later. So we're going to want to cut all 4 peppers this way. Just cut off the top third, like that, and take out the membranes and the seeds. We have all 4 peppers seeded and ready to go. Now I'm going to chop up 2 shallots. The shallot is a cross between onion and garlic, and it's perfect for this recipe. Okay. Usually when you see a bulb like this, it's 2 shallots. 2 shallots. Now I'm going to take my 2 shallots and add them to a food processor fitted with a blade. Remember the tops we saved? They're all going into the food processor. Okay? Then we're going to chop it up, just a couple of quick pulses. Okay, now I'm going to add about 8 cilantro tops. Cilantro is sometimes called Chinese parsley, but it's most popular in Southwest cooking. It adds a nice herby, peppery flavor to the dish. Now we're going to add our shrimp. These are bay shrimp, fresh, not canned. We're going to add those in. And we're going to just process it. Just a couple of pulses. You don't want shrimp puree, just chunks. Okay? Now we're going to take our blade out. There we go. Now I'm going to fit this with a grater blade because we're going to do our 2 cheeses. Okay, we're going to start by putting in our jack cheese. 4 ounces, 1 ounce per chili. Then I'm going to add my feta cheese. Feta cheese is what gives it its nice bite. There we go. Now I'm going to remove this top and remove the blade. And I'm going to stir. Scrape it all off the sides, stir it up. Okay, this is our filling for the chilies. Now with a tablespoon, I'm going to stuff my chilies with equal amounts of the mixture. Sometimes you might have to use your fingers just to get all the filling into the little crevices. And you can overfill it because as it cooks, it's going to melt down.